welcome back to Floods Today. Hi, I'm Stuart Frankincense.
And I'm John Smith, and today we'll be letting you know about floods.
What is flooding?
Flooding, it is an overflow of a large amount of water beyond its normal limits, especially on land. Now we are crossing over to China.
In 1931, extensive flooding occurred in China, especially on three main rivers. These included Yellow, Yangtze and Hurai rivers. These floods significantly affected 51 million Chinese people. It is considered among the deadliest natural disasters ever recorded. The official name for China is the People's Republic of China. China is situated in Eastern Asia on the western shore of the Pacific Ocean, with an area of 9.6 million square kilometres. It is the world's most populous country, with a population over 1.35 billion. From 1928 to 1930, a long drought afflicted China. Abnormal weather over central China began in the winter of late 1930. Heavy snowstorms in the winter were followed by a spring thaw and heavy rains that raised river levels significantly. The 1931 China flood was due to overflow. After heavy rain, a river can burst its banks and the water can engulf entire valleys far from the precipitation zone. Other tributes add to the flow of water, worsening the deluge further downstream.
Good afternoon, I am Helen Roberts reporting to you from the 1931 China floods. The China floods lasted for over 5 months with over 4 million fatalities. This 1931 flood was the greatest flood ever recorded in history.
People are facing starvation. 40 million people are homeless. These floods are truly horrendous. The flooding has been so bad here. Rivers are 53 feet above its normal height. 5 million people have lost their homes. Life is terrible at the moment. As you can see, the water covers everything.
To prevent future floods from happening in China, the Chinese government built the Three Gorges Dam in 2006. It is a hydroelectric dam that spans the Yangtze River by the town Sandaping, located in the Yiling district of Yichang in Hubei province. It took a while for China to recover after their worst flood ever recorded. Farms and croplands were completely destroyed, and houses and buildings were completely underwater.
Everything has been destroyed. Our house, our furniture, just everything.
How are we meant to build back our lives with no money? You have to help us.
There's no future for us anymore.
Here at RAC Insurance, we have thousands of people bombarding us and demanding their money back. We can't please everybody.
We've lost everything. We can't even pay off our own debts. We have nothing. How are we supposed to provide for others? At Vinnie's, the flood has destroyed everything. Important files, IT equipment, the building complex, and we can potentially lose a lot of money.
People are relying on us to get them their clothes back. Understand that we've lost everything too. How are we meant to support you and give you guys clothes if we've lost everything?
There is such a high demand on us to provide, but we can't. Help us.
You're listening to Principal Stock from St. Jared's Junior School in China. All schools in this area have been completely washed out, and therefore thousands of children will be missing out on a good education. Remember that children are the future. The children need a good education to build our future. There is not a certain way that you can solve floods, because floods are natural disasters and can happen really randomly. But there are ways that you can be better prepared for a flood, so the effects won't be so disastrous. Before a flood, you should have a disaster plan ready, and you should also have a supply kit for your home and car. The supply kit should include first aid kit, bottled water, flashlight, a battery-powered radio, canned food, protective clothing, and written instructions on how to turn off your electricity, gas and water. During a flood, you should move quickly to higher ground, for example, the tallest floor in your house. Avoid areas that are prone to sudden flooding, such as valleys, low sports grounds and canyons.